Ooh. Oh, that was weird. Looks like my stream went down for a second. Uh-oh. Hey, if anybody is there and you can hear me, could you post something in chat just so I know that my mic is still going through? Anybody out there? Ooh, hog ride. You know, kind of what we did with Making Waves. Hog ride is kind of like the real final boss of this zone. So I think we're gonna come back to hog ride. We'll go ahead and do Tomb Time. We'll get our Sapphire. We'll go do Midnight Run, get our Platinum. We'll do hog ride. We'll do Dingo Dial, and then we'll come back and really grind out that Platinum, because you know it's gonna be a time. There's no joke. So, if we were doing the time trial, we want to utilize the fact that when you slide, you go crazy fast on the oil. You can use the momentum. I don't think it's quite as much as it was on the original, but you can utilize the momentum to go further. And also, in the case of in this level, the very first one you want to use so you slide and land right on the button. And you know, that doesn't sound like a big deal, but when your time trial times are consistently within like 1/10 of a second, you're gonna appreciate every little time save. And you'll be seeing that like as soon as we beat the game and we get the running shoes. Oh, you're gonna get to have some fun watching the struggle. So that one box up there is a little tricky if you don't figure out how to get it. A lot of people kind of just wait and they come back once they have the double jump. Then it's trivial. You can just do a slide jump into a double jump. Grab that life box. Once you have the death spin, you can do some really crazy things in these levels and just straight up skip entire chunks of the level. And that is super satisfying and fun. We're still about an hour and a half away from getting to enjoy that. But we're making progress. I think by the end of the night, you're going to get to see a 100% run. Or at the very least, an all gems run. May not be able to get all the relics tonight. Oh! Especially if we keep dying like that. As you can see, we don't have the purple gems. We can't get the regular gem. We can't get the special gem. So we'll have to come back at the very end of the game and get our gems. But what we can do is go back in and get a sapphire. Now, I can never really remember how difficult the sapphires and golds are for most levels, other than like walking levels that are generally pretty easy.
Mate, Dingledile's the name, and Uka and Cortex gave me orders to bring the crystal to them during the Ice Ages. So give me the goods and shove off, or I'll roast yous.
Wow. Just look how high def that is. Freaking love it. Honestly, you know what? Kind of reminds me of the new iPhone X emojis. Doesn't it? Like, it's too funny. So, to me, this has got to be like top 3 hardest running level platinums. Really all of the Tomb ones. Tomb Time, Tomb Waiter. Actually, Tomb Waiter's like deceptive. Sometimes it's objectively like the easiest thing ever. Ooh. It just really depends on your timing. So I think my problem there was that I actually didn't want to grab that exclamation box. Instead, I could just do a nice little slide jump into a spin, kind of get the same effect. Ooh. I do, suckers. I am so the worst. Please laugh at me. I am the worst. What am I doing? Okay, so clearly my theory was super duper wrong. And, I definitely need to hit that box because I'm terrible. I'm so used to doing the platinum for this, where you have the death spin, and with the death spin, you actually skip all of this part, all of the next part. You don't press this box. It's kind of nice. Like, see, I'm try-harding. Like, I'm actually gonna get the platinum when really I could probably fall asleep for 3 minutes and still get the sapphire. So I think the most interesting part of getting the invincible mask on these levels is that they keep these doors open. That's... oh god. Not ideal. But hey, we're just going for sapphire, so it's fine, right? Yes, big oof. What am I doing? What am I doing? Oh. Alright, I think we got our sapphire. Yep. That's fine. That's all we needed. We just needed our sapphire. Blue. That's me. I'm blue. Beautiful. Awesome. So now we get to do a vehicle level. I guess if you consider the tiger a vehicle, and then the real final boss, the Platinum Relic of Hogride. We may come back to it. It's probably for me top. It's probably like the 6th or 7th most difficult platinum. Yes, you do. In fact, in the remake, you get the sprint power-up in the second one as well. In the remake, they actually added time trials to all of the games, which is pretty cool. Time trials were always my favorite part of the series, but they only really existed in their true form in this game and another one that they made called, shoot, I don't even remember the name of it, but it was for PS2 and GameCube, and it was made by a company that wasn't Naughty Dog. So, you know, it wasn't quite as good. Ooh, we missed the box. Missed me with that checkpoint. No one saw that. You need to go a little faster on this one. Well, yeah, when I'm going for the relic, but I gotta get the gem first. And, you know, this one's a little trickier. This is the hardest part, in my opinion. Timing it. Alright. 15 bucks. I think we can do it. And we're trying 100% tonight. It's only 9:12 here on the East Coast. I'm thinking... Ooh, I missed that. I'm thinking could probably finish this in 3 hours. At least all the gems. Relics probably is not going to add too much more time. But the platinums, that's going to be a grind. Might have to come back and do a bonus stream tomorrow. Oh, and if you're curious as to why I'm dying, I'm not a big fan of coming back just for the gem. I usually try to get the gem and the crystal at the same time. It looks like we were successful. So now we'll come back in, try to get the platinum. I know, she really doesn't. She's so sweet. And check out her little animation when she turns stuff in. She has the best dance. I love it. She's just jamming out with her computer. She got stuff in her back pocket. She's honestly the best Bandicoot character. I said Bandicoot. I am also a big fan of Banjo and Kazooie. I'm curious if they have I guess I could do like an emulator. That would be a really fun game to play again. I did just recently replay Crash Bandicoot and not Crash Bandicoot, Banjo Kazooie and Banjo Tooie, and I had forgotten how hard Rusty Bucket Bay is. If you are not familiar, Rusty Bucket Bay is like the penultimate level. Oofers. It's the penultimate level, and it's just obscenely difficult to get everything. Kind of similar to the original Crash Bandicoot. In the original Banjo-Kazooie, you had to get all of the notes, which are kind of like Wumpa Fruit if you could only get 100 per level. You had to get them all without dying. Which, you know, for most levels, not that really big of a deal. But for Rusty Bucket Bay, how... Did you guys see that? It's like I jumped on top of it. We're just going to keep going for practice. Because there are some parts to this level that I'm not super comfy with. Like that. Like I just missed both of those. We'll keep going. See the rest of it. I think really those were the two hardest parts. Oof, oof. Going so slow. What are you doing? This is a learning run. We'll get our platinum next time. Good question. I don't know. I think because this is the third time I bought the game. First I had it on PS4, and then I got it on the Switch. And every time I play the game, I always play as Coco. She's just more fun. And she's different. So I'm just trying something different and playing as Crash this time. She's my usual go-to. how happy she is. Just to get a single relic. But Coco, you're not done. We gotta go back. Crash, get out of here. You're gonna have your fun. You're gonna go to Hog Wild. Or Hog Ride. But not yet. We have work to do. Alright, Coco. Alright, Tigra. Let's do this. Also, did you notice that the tiger farts when you jump on it? That is so silly. Oh my gosh. Miss me with that. That is... Oof. Just having a day. Just having a day. Okay, so we gotta figure out the mystery behind the super solid 3-box over here. We'll learn this path one day. Now, if this somehow takes longer than Ski Crazed, I'm just gonna assume that Coco levels are cursed and that we weren't meant to actually get the platinums. Oh no! That was better. Alright. Oh no. That's the tricky part. Always trying to figure out when you need to do... You still need a speed boost to get both 3s there. But it's like timing it. I think I'm doing it too early. You need to wait, have a little bit more patience. Yeah, honestly, all things considered, that wasn't a bad run. I think the time trial was like 18 seconds? So, you know, like I said, all things considered, could have been worse. But we definitely have a lot of cleanup to do. That was super, super not clean. Here we go. That moment when you missed the time clock. So we're only about 2 seconds off the platinum time, which means they give a lot of leeway. Like that 1 3-box that we finally got just there, that's enough to get us the platinum. We did just miss that 3. Not ideal. We missed another 3, and yet we missed 2 3s last time. Still got really close to platinum. So we may still make this. Find out. Ooh, not anymore. See ya. Alright, here we go. You got this, Coco. Oh, Coco. What's happening? What are you doing? Coco, you know this level is supposed to be easy, right? No more tantrums. We gotta get this done. So we can move on to the real boss. Alright, Coco. Let's get serious. Here it comes. Incoming Platinum Relic. Right now. Watching live. It's coming. Coco can feel it. I can feel it. The viewers can feel it. We did miss the 3, but no one saw that. So, it's cool. We don't need it. We don't need that 3 in our lives. Well, we did need that 3. Oof. Coco's a little rusty. But, you know, she's getting her speed back. See ya. Not a great show of your abilities, Coco. I think that 3 is like the bane of my existence. Cannot seem to consistently get it. So we've already done the math and figured out that we can actually miss 2 3s and still get the platinum. Just have to execute the rest of the level perfectly. And I think we can do that. Yeah, no, we're gonna miss it. Ooh. So we got one more of those 3s, and we got our platinum. Still our best time. Cool. I think we've got the muscle memory now. So my thought is a couple more attempts. We'll grab it. Not good. Gotta restart. So far, a really strong start. I shouldn't have said a word. Oof. Beautiful. Beautiful. What is that? Bounced off of it? Right. What is the trick here? Give it to me. I want it. Not one of them. So if our historical data is accurate, we're going to be about 2 seconds to 3 seconds too short. We missed that 3, so I'm just going to die. Maybe my strategy should just be totally missing that one and focusing on getting all the other ones. I feel like I don't usually struggle with Midnight Run this much, but, you know, kind of like I mentioned earlier, sometimes levels that don't usually give you issues can become a roadblock. Ooh. far, we're actually still doing pretty well. We're on track. If everything else goes well, this is actually flat. Cool. I think, yeah, we got it. Go squad. That is Midnight Run Platinum. Good for us. Thank you. BLU. Boom. Hog ride time. You know, that was an accomplishment. That was way harder than it should have been. But, you know, it's still nothing compared to Hog Ride. Just coming up. Hog Ride, really all the racing levels get pretty crazy. Thank you. I do feel like a pro. Hog Ride and a lot of the other racing levels are just crazy because you've got to maintain a wheelie the whole time. And that's, yeah, it doesn't sound that bad, but it's pretty tough. I think this one's the shortest one. But, you know, we're not even worried about winning right now. We're just gonna go for the gym and learn the level a little bit, get comfortable with it. Just frankly, like getting the crystal in this level is not the hard part. It's getting the platinum relic. So we're gonna just go at our own pace. Kind of figure out all the turns again. So we've got that muscle memory built in. And after we get the gem, we'll come back, get the crystal, practice our route for the platinum relic. And once we beat Dingo Dia, we'll come back to the flat. Cool. So here's an example of where you have to maintain the wheelie. Oh, are we? We might actually get first. Well, almost. And that was like going really slow. Okay, that's such a short level. I think we're gonna get this plat pretty quickly. I just got a feeling. I'm pretty confident that the turns aren't that bad. One more time. Oh. Man, that would be so brutal. I've done that before. Like there are times where like I'll specifically do that. You know, force myself to get both. That's tough. But you know what? That's kind of what the platinum relic is, right? It's like getting all the time boxes and winning. Cool. So here's an example of maintaining the wheelie for as long as possible. You don't need it the whole time, but I definitely cut it too early. Like, realistically, I could have kept it going for, well, all the way. Yeah, I mean, like, I've kept it going even past here before. This one's pretty easy to maintain. And it takes us right to the end of the level. Ooh, seriously? I'm a baddie. Oh, the nighttime one? There are a few of those. Yeah, there's one called Orange Asphalt in the last area where it's like twilight, and then there's one where you go against UFOs in the bonus area, and that's like pitch black. That one is getting the gem on that I think is harder than getting the platinum. Alright, Dingo Dia, let's do it.
Right. Now you've gone and done it. Them crystals are mine.
Them crystals are mine.
Break out the butter. I'm gonna make toast.
Oh, as a kid, I think I quoted that just about. every 5 seconds. Break out the butter. I'm gonna make toast. Yeah. Immediately sends in the cop car. I'm so bad. But that's okay. Because I've got consistency at being bad. And you know, that's something. Consistency's good, even if it's consistently being bad. Oh, yeah, one fun trick. You actually don't have to wait for him to shoot. I don't... kind of in autopilot mode on this guy, but you can just sneak right over after he does his little intro stick here. Oh, maybe you can in this version? There's definitely a thing in the original.
No worries. You'll
Aw,
soon
see
be
ya,
up
bud.
against much worse.
Now we got the double jump. And the double jump is great. The only power-up in this game that doesn't really add a ton of value if you're trying to get everything is the bazooka. You need it for a few of the gems, but actually, you know what? That's totally not true at all. Now that I think about it, you use the bazooka for time trials all the time on running levels. So what you can do is...
Well, haven't we gotten far for a pair of fuzzy marsupials? I am Dr. Nefarious Tropy, master of time and the creator of the very time twister machine you see before you. Uka Uka and Dr. Cortex have sent me to end this little charade, so you won't be leaving my area with the crystals. I swear it.
Man, that guy has some serious edge. Oh yeah. Double jump and physics do not go well together. But as I was saying, with the bazooka... Hope we get this. With the bazooka, you can stand really far away from the clock and shoot it. So you get like an extra 10 yards. Okay, I missed that one. And I lost... Oh, it's going great. I also lost the wheelie. But that's okay. We'll get some practice in. Okay, so goal, don't hit the cop car. If I can do that, I'll be happy. Oh, still hit the cop car. But we did get relic. Oh, the sapphire, gross. Yeah, this one's pretty tight on time. I may have to hold the wheelie longer than I mentioned when we were doing the gem. Well, we can go get the green gem now. But you know what? We're not quitters. We're gonna go back in there, kick this platinum's butt. We got some good practice. Got a little bit more muscle memory. We hit the cop car again, so we know not to do it. But we hit it in a different way, right? So it's not quite the same mistake. My goal is to try to never do the same mistake twice in the same way. I don't know if that's any better, but it makes me feel better. Oh, baby. That is about all I can handle when it comes to keeping the wheelie. I gotta figure that out. You know, a lot of times what I'll do is just wait for the race to end and then start it, so I don't have to worry about bumping into these guys. But you know what? That doesn't really make a very exciting stream, and it makes it a little too easy at times. Plus it's just way too much extra time spent doing nothing. So we're not going to do that. Called out, Diddy Kongs. Called out. But honestly, true. I did not learn very much from that midnight run. I just messed up a whole bunch. That's okay. You know, we actually weren't... I'm surprised we weren't that far off. No, actually we were. We were about 4 seconds off from the flat. If we just clean that up a little bit, get a better wheelie, I think we can get this. Here we go. So the other trick to this level is if you do that cheese strategy where you wait for the race to end, you still have to move forward when the clock goes off. Because if you don't, the time trial clock just straight up disappears. And there's no way to kill yourself. Like if you fall down a pit in this level, you just get picked back up, kind of like in Mario Kart. And that's having to like race for a whole minute after you've waited maybe 90 seconds is just the worst. Another reason why we won't be doing that. Ooh, not a good time. Crash Team Racing? Yeah, you know, I should pick that up. I didn't play that growing up, but I was watching some gameplay earlier, and it looks really fun, and they have time trials. Now, imagine me suffering through like 80 time trials just like this one. Doesn't that sound like a blast? It would be kind of cool to have some fresh eyes. Like, play a game with fresh eyes, with characters I love. You know? It's like that I love Crash Bandicoot, that's just not a game I ever picked up as a kid. Alright. We missed the one, but I feel like that's okay as long as we can maintain this for a decent amount of time, and that happened. That's a thing. And we missed that time box. That's not good. But that was the best wheelie we've done. Oh my gosh, our time is not looking good right now. We'll go ahead and restart. Oh, it's only on PS4? Boo. Boo. We need it on Switch. We need it on PC. You know, if I like it, I'll probably get it on PS4, and if I like it, I'll buy it 2 more times like I did with this. Because frankly, oh my gosh. Maybe I will wait for the race to be over. Catch up on chat. Alright. Cool, so we can still see the clock. I'm just gonna chill here for a minute. Instead of Mario Kart. I guess that makes sense if you didn't play Nintendo games. There was one racing Crash game that I had on the Game Boy Advance, and that was really fun. I think it was like Crash Nitro Kart. No, yeah, maybe it was Crash Nitro Kart. It was pretty fun. Time trials were brutal. These poor cops. What? More like poor Crash. These cops are like minions of an evil corporation. Trying to murder me. Murder me. Don't murder me. Okay. 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 Alright. doing so good. Well, we did miss a couple boxes, but frankly, I feel like it was worth. We'll find out. Not worth? Okay, so if we had gotten those boxes, we still would have needed to cut out 1 second. So I think I was right with my initial thought, and we need to keep the wheelie the entire race. Oof. Pretty consistently getting to 41, 42, but that's still really slow. It's on PS4, Switch, and Xbox, but not PC? What the heck? Like, what are they doing? I'll probably pick it up on Switch, honestly. Honestly, the only game I have for PS4 is Crash Bandicoot Twin Sanity, which is this game. I haven't found any PS4 games that I like feel like I need to pick up, you know? Nothing that's calling out to me and saying, "Buy me!" That's what games sound like when they talk to you. I'm trying to figure out how to get that 2-box while maintaining the wheelie. I haven't quite figured it out. Twin Sanity? I actually picked up Twin Sanity for, I think, the PS2. And I didn't finish it, but a lot of people, on Reddit and forums, they consider that kind of like the last good Crash game. I never really played any of the Crash games after the one on the GameCube, so I can't really speak to that. But a lot of people complain that some of the more open world ones, I think like Crash the Titans was one of them, weren't that good. Yeah, I always heard Twin Sanity was awesome. I heard that that the developers cut a ton of content due to time constraints, and that Twin Sanity was actually going to be way, way longer and have a way more content. It would be really cool if they did a remaster and they added back in all that cut content, kind of like they did with Stormy Ascent and Crash Bandicoot 1 for the remake. That was a beta level that got cut, and then they added it back in as DLC, and they did the remake, which to me is freaking awesome. I'm gonna keep going, since we did get all the time boxes, just to kind of see where this puts us, and how important maintaining it for the whole time is. I think I could probably stop it before that 1 box and the 3 box by the cops, and be okay. Wow, yeah. Yeah, I think that's like one of our better times. That may have been our best time. And that was like with a really bad wheelie. Just because we got all the boxes. So I gotta figure that out. Not gonna lie, Crash of the Titans was fun. Well, maybe I'll have to give it a go. I mean, I do have my PS2. Or was it on the PS2, or was it like a later... What the heck was that? Slow down, Crash. Was, Crash of the Titans PS2? It was, okay. Maybe I'll pick it up and try it. I'm so sick of developers running out of time. I wish they would take their time and give us polished games. Blizzard. Oh yeah. It's so sad what has happened with Battle for Azeroth as an expansion. But you know what? I'm so excited for Tuesday. When 8.2 comes out, I'm going to be playing it non-stop. You're not going to see me do anything else for about 10 months, I'm just going to be grinding that patch forever. Because you know I'm not going to get all the platinums in this. What's going to be in the WoW patch? So the World of Warcraft patch that's coming out has quite a bit of new stuff. For the first few weeks, it's mostly like solo content. So there are going to be 2 new areas to quest in and explore. One is around a major lore character named Azara, Queen Azara. You'll get to explore her city, get to talk to some of the people that you're fighting against, learn more lore about what's been going on for the past 10,000 years down there. What else? Mechagon. So there's also a hidden gnomish city underneath Kultiris, or off the island of Kultiris, and you'll get to go there, be around a bunch of cute gnomes, which are, by the way, the best race in World of Warcraft. Bunch of mech stuff. People are speculating that eventually you'll get to be a mecha gnome if you're on the Alliance side. What else? Oh, and then there is a new raid coming out at some point. I honestly don't know when, but it's related to Azara. And it's also, if you played the quests at the beginning of BFA, there's a character named Queen Ashvane, who is just like the worst. She's awful, she's mean, she's manipulative, and she does a bunch of really questionably evil, not even questionable, just straight up evil stuff. She gets her just desserts from Queen Azara. Queen Azara actually ends up turning her into a sea giant, and she's one of the bosses in the raid, which is super cool because everyone hates her as a character. Like, she's the worst. And it'll be nice to finally go and beat the heck out of her. Yeah, I definitely highly recommend you resub, if for nothing else, just the quests. Especially if you enjoyed, if you enjoyed the introductory quests, getting to kind of see the evolution of Queen Azara becoming a monster, that'll be very satisfying. That's worth it in itself. And I think Mechagon, there are a lot of new toys and stuff you get to play with. I haven't been that good about keeping up with the patch notes, but it's going to be a good time. And that'll probably be all I'm going to be streaming for a while. Because when a new WoW patch drops, you just see me disappear for a little bit. Think we're gonna get it this time? I think we're gonna get it this time. I've been kind of like half paying attention, half reading chat. So I'm gonna like totally focus. So my theory is that I wanted to stop the wheelie there so I could get those boxes more consistently. Not sure if it's going to pay off or not. Find out here in 2 seconds. That may be like a few milliseconds off. I think it might be. Oh. What did we get? Like 37 something? The remaster is 3806. That's the time we're trying to beat. 3806. So we were less than a second off. So I think my theory was wrong, and I just need to keep going for a few yards at least. but that wheelie was perfect. But you know what? It's worth it to figure out the theories. Since I'm streaming it, I can clip all of the time trials where I do get the platinum, and I'll go back and know the strategies for next time. How is that possible? I mean, we almost just got it. So I definitely think it's pretty feasible. I just have to keep the wheelie for another 2 to 3 seconds. I stopped it on purpose there. I didn't think I needed it, but turns out I do. Like, I definitely, absolutely would have gotten it if I didn't cut it early on purpose. Alright, here we go. Focus up. Ooh, we did keep that for a while, but we did get slowed down. Will we make it? I don't know. It's gonna be tight. Oh, we're not gonna make it. We're gonna miss it again. Oh, I shouldn't have run off. That was close. Still a good time. But getting off the road there, I think slowed us down. That was good though. Making progress. Burr. Okay. So, for the most part, we have the wheelie down. Just need to be a little tighter on that turn. I think we'll be okay as long as I don't run off the edge there again. It's like nails on a chalkboard. Ooh. Alright, here we go. We're going for it. We're gonna make it happen. This is the run. Oh no! I cut it off on purpose. If I hadn't hit that cop car, I think we would have been okay. I'm curious what our time's gonna be. If it's about the same as before, then yeah, then it's the cop car's fault. I think that cut on the wheelie was fine. Just gotta watch bumping into stuff. But I mean, we're pretty consistent now with the wheelies. You know, we're making improvements. And the best part of doing the game like we are is that we don't have to come back to these really hard platinums. And frankly, when you beat the game, it's really fun to get to wrap it up with the walking levels. Until you get the like flaming passion and you just throw the controller. I did start this one a little earlier than usual. May have to deal with a little bit of AI bullshit, but we're just gonna play through it. And playing through it was a bad idea. Alright, let's give it 30 seconds or so. Good soundtrack too, right? Just love the music. Crash Bandicoot. What do you think? Are we good to go? Thumbs up? Revving that engine? Here we go. Here we go. Missed the 2. Pretty important. Gonna keep going to practice the wheelie. Since we missed the 2, I'm gonna try to keep the wheelie. Didn't work. We hit we hit the cop car. But you know, if we'd gotten past that cop car, we would have maintained the wheelie for the whole race. I think that might be doable. If we do that, then we're golden. Thank you. This has got to be like the most boring platinum to watch ever. It'll be fun when we're done with this one. We can go get the green gem, or I guess it's yellow. I am colorblind, so pretty. It's like, it might be like a teal. I don't know. The Hang 'em High gem. Ooh, ooh. Nope. I know. It is really hard. But you know what? We're not quitters. We persevere. We're good at the game, right? Kind of, sometimes. Alright. Here it comes. I think the #1 trick is not overreacting to the controls. It's really easy to like turn too much, turn too little. Oh, we missed the 3, but we have kept our wheelie. I don't know what the trade-off is there, but I'm fairly certain we needed that 3. Is that better or worse than before? I can't remember. Nope, missed the mark. However, if we'd gotten that 3, that would have been a platinum. Just gotta work on those turns. And that wouldn't have just been a platinum, that would have been like domination of the platinum. 36 seconds. That's pretty good. Sheriff Neo Cortex. You know, Cortex seems to have a lot of strange jobs and properties. I'm always curious where his money comes from. You know, I don't know a ton of mad scientists who are just crazy rich. Maybe he works for the government? Who knows? go. Oh my gosh, what was that? Like, veered right off the edge. Must have bumped off a curb or something. Oh yeah. There is a flying level where you have to shoot down planes with Crash. That one is pretty brutal. And honestly, at this point, I'm thinking that one on Platinum would probably be easier than this. This one pretty consistently gives me problems, but this is a hard one. Like I said, I think this one's like the 6th or 7th hardest in the game. I definitely can't underestimate it. I did forget just how important the wheelies were, though. Like that's pretty demanding. Having to nail the wheelie the whole race. That's a lot. It's asking a lot, Chief. We can deliver, but it's still asking a lot. Rip. I'm curious how much that slows us down. Like, is it totally unachievable? Are we going to be still at about the same time? Oh no, that's like really bad. That's a big slowdown. Aw is right. We're so close. Working through it though. Screech! Screech! Gotta make your ears bleed before we get the platinum. Alright. Are we all ready? Are we all set? Are we gonna get the platinum this time? Total focus. I was not totally focused. But this time, I need to reach like a totally zen state. Everything off my mind but Crash Bandicoot. Platinum relics, gems, crystals, they don't matter. Time trials, time boxes. It's all we need to reach peak happiness. Nirvana incoming in 3, 2, 1. No, I've been having the same issue with that one spot for a few attempts now. But you know, maybe that's like my tipping point. If I can get past that one area, then we're Gouda. We are Gouda cheese. Gouda in 3, 2, 1. Total cheese. Was that supposed to be Zen or cheese? I don't remember. I think it was cheese. one other passion in my life is cheese. Maybe that was a better motivator than Nirvana. No! That's a tricky one. Tricky, tricky one. Not good enough. Sorry, Crash. Sorry, buddy. Close, but no Wumpa. But we did get past that little bump in the road we had earlier in the run. So I think, you know, we're pretty consistently doing the rest of the level. The hard part is the 2 at the beginning and the 3 right by that cop car. I gotta get the cheese. I'm a big fan of Bree's good. When there's Camembert around, I'm a big fan of that. A really good Munster. Always a fan of Munster. Alright. 3 more screeches and we're going. 3, 2, screech. Let's do it. Sometimes you don't need Zen, sometimes you don't need cheese. Sometimes you just need nails on a chalkboard. Pain could be a good motivator, right? Trust me, this is definitely painful. Ooh. You know what? You got this, Crash. You, me, and the other 3 people in the room. You got this. Ooh. Yeah, those sharp turns just like bump up his speed by about 1,000. Which could be really good if we needed to make a turn. But we don't need a turn there, we need a curve. Man, all this failing to get the platinum is making me hungry. Go eat some chips. Go. Oh, no! So we missed the 2, but I think the thing that really sealed us from at least getting one of our top times was that oof at the end. I know, right? Alright, while we wait for them to finish, I'm going to take a quick snack break. All right, we are back in business. We got our snack on. Now we're gonna get our game on and get this platinum relic. Finally. Let's do it. Here we go. Easy. This next turn is the one that gives us trouble. Oh no! We're gonna, oh god. Oh, that's like the part we never mess up there. We're gonna keep going. I'm curious to see where that puts our clock. So we don't usually have that issue. Gotcha. Yeah, you know, that wasn't too bad. That only added about 70 milliseconds. I know. We did like the hard parts just fine. I can't believe that. That's so silly. Cool, so if you're just joining and you're wondering like why I'm just sitting here, we're trying to wait for the cars to get so far ahead that we don't really need to deal with them. Kind of boring to watch, but once this relic is done, things are going to be so much more fun. It has to happen though. You gotta have perseverance. You just quit after the first failure, where do you get nowhere. Or sometimes you end up on the side of the road with your motorcycle broken down, no money, no friends. We're not going to be that person. We're going to make it over the finish line with that platinum relic, and we're going to earn it fair and square. All right. You know how it goes. 2 more screeches. Revving up. I feel like I've kind of figured out the 3-box before the very last cop car we have to dodge. I think if I can just get that 2-box at the beginning, then I'll be okay. It's just giving me so much trouble now. Alrighty. We're going. Oh my god, how did we do that? We have our wheelie. We still need to survive this turn. We missed the 3-box, so we're not gonna get the relic. Oof. Double oof. Super big oof. Complete sadness. I just was like saying how I felt like I had that $3 down. I still don't feel confident about that first $2. Three more screeches. 2, 1. Good luck, have fun. Oh man. If you turn too much to the right there, you just kind of get launched off the side. I actually thought I had that. Let's do it, Crash. Alright. So we do have a car to deal with. Alright. If we don't hit the cop, I think we're good. Oh my god, is this it? Woo! That's the platinum. Don't look sad, Crash. Don't look sad. Oh, baby. Good job, squad. We did it. Oh, that feels so good. Aku's peeking to say hi. Congrats. We did it. What did I say? It just takes perseverance. Sometimes you gotta fight the good fight. Just keep grinding it out till you get it. Thank you. It's over. And now, we get our green... okay, so you guys tell me, is that a green gem or a yellow gem? It honestly looks like it could... looks like it could be either one to me. Green. Fair. Alright, hard part incoming. Booyah. Alright, GG. Easy peasy. Oh, it is yellow? Alright, well, now that we have that, when we get to the next area, we can go ahead and get a special gem there. I don't think we're ready for another racing level just yet, but we will go ahead and grab the gem out of Dynamite. Where are you, Dynamite? There we go. So this level's pretty cool because it has a secret level hidden inside of it. And we'll do that after we get the gems. But that's what I love about this game. There are some secrets that you'd have a really hard time finding without a guide. They're just dumb luck. As a kid, both me and my brother found the secret levels just through dumb luck. I think there's one in the racing level we just got done getting the platinum in, where you hit a sign with an alien head on it, and it takes you to a ski level with Coco. And then in this level, there is a specific pterodactyl where if you let it pull you off the screen, normally you would die. In this case, it takes you to Agapis Rex, where you get to ride a dinosaur. I know, me too. The aesthetic is great. Question is, can I get the gems? I don't know. If I remember correctly, there's actually some backtracking you have to do after all this. Like that? That is the trick to getting that TNT blown up without having to lose your Aku. And I'm hoping we've got a checkpoint, which we do. I think that may have been the dinosaur. I honestly don't remember for sure. We're not going for it right now anyway. We're going for the gems. Ooh, scary. Scary. Very scary. Alright. Now you may be wondering, what's over here? Extra lives. That one, can we get over there? I don't think you can get over that one. Maybe, even with a spin double jump? So there's definitely some backtracking to do. We've got to basically make it all the way back to the entrance. So I think what I'll do sometimes is actually make it all the way here and then go do the yellow level. The only downside to that is if you die in the yellow level before you get to the checkpoint, it's a lot of rework. So you kind of got to choose your battles. Do you want to do everything early, or do you want to backtrack here? I chose the latter. We'll see how that turns out. I think we're about to get a dinosaur. Oh no! I forgot about that guy. There we go. Once we get the dinosaur, he's kind of like an Aku Aku mask. And we did just get a checkpoint, which helps us a little bit. I'm sorry, buddy. Ooh. Double jump, you betrayed me. Don't worry, buddy. I'm not gonna let you die this time. I hope. Isn't he cute? I love him. Aww. Buddy. I miss you. Oh, hey! There you are. We didn't have to wait too long to find you. Ooh. Good jump. Landed right on the bad guy. It's kind of sad when you think about what those enemies are. They're like failed copies of Crash turned into a fish. Cool. Looks like we're good to start making our way back. Come on, Dino buddy. Yeah, that's... it kills me. But not literally. Not like the dinosaur died. He actually died. So I think it's more accurate to say it killed him. Think there's anything up there? We're gonna find out. Nope. It's one of the few places I don't know if we've checked in a while. Let's go do a bonus. We need 40 boxes, and there are... how many in this bonus area? Like 14? 25. So we got 15 boxes after all this that we need to get the double gems. Checkpoint. Thank you. 11 boxes. Still need 7 more. Nice thing is we can kind of let him do all that. So there are a few more things we can do in here. We can go get the secret level done. We can get the sapphire relic. I think we'll do the relic first. Then go ahead and grab the secret level. Dynamite! Alright. So we saw how slow we can do it. Now, let's see how fast we can do it. don't know if it's faster to use him or not, but he's cute, and we only need to get Sapphire, so we're gonna keep him. It does also instantly break boxes like the invincibility masks, which is pretty good. See you, bud. Oh my gosh, really? Well, just out of principle, we have to do it. I don't think that's gonna cost us the relic, and if it does, still worth it. 100%. Yeah. Sometimes slow and steady's the way to go, even when it's a time trial. Gotta get that route figured out, and now we know that it's pretty easy to get 5 seconds by jumping on that metal box. Alright, bonus level time. I know. Yeah, you know, I didn't know that when I was younger, so I'd always force myself to die repeatedly, trying to get them all. In fact, I think I may have always done that until I got the remakes. And that's some serious, like, knowledge is power right there. Saves you so much stress. Cool, so it's been a hot minute since I unlocked this level. I think my dog senses are leading us the right way, but if I do die, we can all laugh and try to figure out where we're actually supposed to go. Die! Alright, so the trick here is to allow, not you, but you to pick Crash up. However, I had to die there because I had an Aku mask, and he would have actually killed Pterodactyl. Perfect. It worked. That was the right one. Okay, let's do it. So you get a gem automatically for finishing, and then there's Platinum Relic. Now, in the version I had growing up, the Platinum Relic was completely trivial. I want to say it was something crazy, like 2 minutes. But there were a couple other versions that got released when I was a kid, and this version, where it's actually a little bit tighter. I'm actually doing better than I usually do on this one. But I'm still not quite sure what I'm going to get. Oh, you gotta be kidding. Yeah, it is most certainly a thing, and it's awesome. So I've actually seen people do this without the dinosaur. And I think I've even tried it. It's not as fun. You know, even if you can get the platinum without the dino, why would you? Why would you ever not ride the dinosaur? He's one of the best parts of the game. He is, baby. Pola the polar bear is really cute. She's awesome. Tiger the tiger is really cute. She's great. Hoggy in the first game, the pig. He's definitely not cute at all, but you do get to ride him. And then Hoggy's older brother, Mecha Hog, which we rode quite extensively in Hog Ride. Also pretty cool. Mecha Hog doesn't talk as much as Hoggy did, though. So I think what I'm gonna do is clip all the platinums that I get. And cut out the audio and do like a breakdown guide of the strategies for each one. Ooh, what? Wow, you lose a lot of velocity when you lose it. And you can't double jump. Yeah, there are like a lot of those already on YouTube, but I've always really enjoyed seeing them. Most of them don't really do a breakdown though. I feel like that would help a little bit to actually know what you're looking for and where the hardest parts are. Patience is key. Patience is also something I don't have. So you can tell that if you remember I was talking about how the patterns for enemies are seeded. And by that I mean they change based on different scenarios. So you can tell that these are seeded differently than like when you come in organically to the level versus dying and coming in. As you can see, not here. Oh, really? I didn't even get far enough. After that, the one where I died a couple times in a row, previously, when we first came in, that one was on a downward trend, whereas with this seed, it's headed upwards. So it's like, it becomes a stopgap point where you have to sit and wait. I think I'm starting to figure out this seed. Like, that one, the first spout, I can just run over. I don't need to jump over it. These two, I need to jump over. That one has killed me consistently twice in a row. So I guess I have to wait for that one. That's not like a small wait. It's like a solid 1.5 seconds at least. But maybe that'll help the bird line up better. And usually this one's like a really quick platinum. I'm just struggling a little bit. Okay, that was weird. That didn't match the usual seed. Huh. Was I faster or slower than usual? Like that one I could have walked over. That's different. Alright. Here is the bad bird. Oh no. Really? Alright, what is our goal time for this? Let's see. $47.74. I have no idea what the seed is going to look like because we started at a weird time. But we're going for $47.74. I think we can do that. We've got 8 seconds. Nope. Oh, I keep thinking that I can let him die and double jump, and you just lose all momentum if you get hit. We're about 3 seconds away from the platinum, so I think we've got it. Just had to figure out the pathing. Let's go! My reaction time is a little slow. Wait, oh my god, that was weird. It looked like time froze for a second. Oh, baby. Cool, well, we don't need to come back here now. Sweet. Beautiful. So I guess we need to go do the other bonus level, which I'm fairly certain is in Hog Wild, I think. Hog Ride, rather. I always get those two level names confused. Every time. No, I think it must be a different level. I don't see it. It's a sign on the left side of the road with an alien head. Oh, I mean, the hidden levels are, like, the best. Like I said, you never really would have even known about it unless you just happen to get lucky and, like, run into stuff. Or, you know, die a whole bunch. Like, it's one of those... The hidden levels in this game are funny because it's like, the better you are at the game, the less likely you are to ever see them, right? Don't worry, we're not racing. I'm just trying to find the other secret level. It wasn't in that one. So where is it? I hate to go back to racing so soon, but I'm gonna do some racing. Feel like this one is not as awful as Hog Ride. Can't be certain though. This one definitely has more boxes to worry about, like twice as many. So I may not even try to get the crystal right now. I just want to get the gem. After all, that is the stream name. Hey, there's that sign. I like that they give you the little hint with the bird hitting it. So I don't know if you caught it, but that little alien sign that we passed on the left is how you get to the secret Cocoa level. Should I still get these? Good. I don't even care. I still got my boxes. I need 7 more for the GM. Where are you, boxes? It's like I'm trying to play awful right now. Five to go. There's 3 of them. 1 to go. I feel like I may have missed it. Nope. Nope, it's right there. Oh! Oh god. Oh, that was scary for a second. Alright. You know what? We may not have won the race, but I feel like a winner. Wait, what the fuck? Okay. I thought we weren't gonna get at the gym because the box popped right in the middle. It would have been like Boneyard all over again. So I think this time, just to take a break from the racing, I'm gonna go ahead and do the secret level, and then we'll come back for the... No, we'll do the crystal, take a break, and then come back for the relic. Farming the crystals, kind of a hassle as well. I also don't know this race very well. I don't remember what the requirements are for the platinum. It's probably good to get some practice in. I do know the race itself is a little bit more tight. And I've already slowed down twice due to the side of the road. Oh, don't knock me off. also a bit of a longer race. Alright, got 3 people ahead of us. Speed's pretty good, we've got a decent length of time left, and the next 2 guys are pretty close together. Alright, 1 down, 2 to go. I think we can handle these clowns. Oh! If I could, not continually do that. Alright, 1 to go. Oh, do you see that? I've never had that happen. I landed on top of him, and it just let me do that. That's wild. That might be a clip right there. In all my years of playing this game, I've never seen that happen. Booyah! Oh, hell yeah. It's probably good that we're doing the racing levels.
So, you pesky little rats aren't going to back off, eh? Just you continue to gather crystals and see what I do.
Aight. It's probably good that we're doing the racing levels. They're usually the harder relics to get. Knocking them out early rather than coming back after we beat the game means we can focus on more of the fun stuff. Oh, also, I got the time trial thing not because I'm trying to get a relic. I got it so that I can restart the level if we miss hitting the sign. But I just remembered, I don't think you can actually hit the sign in time trial. Yep. They thought of that. I guess they want you to hit it organically. Lame. Booyah. Into the shroud we go. Oh man. So this one? This time trial, I think it's like 13 seconds that you have to beat it. Obviously it's not 13 real life seconds, but you have to chain together a ton of boxes. This one is not quite as easy as Pegasus Rex. We don't get to just skip to the end. There is that checkpoint box, but there's a lot of hard stuff to do in this level. If I can help it, I want to try to get about a third of the way through without grabbing it. So we want to get about 25 boxes before we grab one, because I believe there are 3 of them throughout the level. What I might do is get everything we need on this level, get the platinum on Road Crash, and call it a night on their streaming. Then we can play some Mario Party if you guys are feeling it. fact, at this rate, I may not even do the relic, the road crash, or this one. This one is a grind. Like it does take a while. Maybe I'll just get the gem. I'll come back later. I did look into getting a capture card for the Switch and stream us playing Mario Party and stuff. That'd be pretty fun. Mario Party, I also feel like would be a pretty fun game to watch with voice comms. You know, just all the people raging. Also, I'm really bad at Mario Party, so you know I'm gonna be struggling. I'm dead. Oofa. Might go do the easy part of the level. Go back to this part. So you know what? I am not feeling these bombs right now. Yeah, you use something called an Elgato. It's just like an old school capture card. You hook it up to the Switch, you hook it up to your computer, and that's it, pretty much. And you just choose, I guess, from like a Streamlabs perspective, you just choose that window that it's being captured to. I don't think it's too complicated to set up, but it's kind of expensive. I think the Elgato is like 180 bucks for retail. So if I did get it, I'd probably get one used. Or I'd like save up a little bit. It's a lot of money. God, get out of here, shark. Oh, shoot. You gotta be messing with me. Now, imagine all of these crazy hard boxes I'm trying to get. Imagine trying to get them with a time limit and needing to get them all perfectly. I did the same dang thing. And you know what? I knew that was going to happen. But I kind of recognized that that is a really easy place to blow up. And now that I know that, I won't do it again. Go away, shark. Not ready for you. Okay, so there is another checkpoint, but I So, the trick for the time trial, all of these become, I think, like 2 or 3 point boxes. And then here, you basically have to make it here, and that blows up the warp area, which is all the way back where we started. And you have to race back there while hitting a bunch of boxes. It's not so much about like really good execution. You don't have to be a super good Crash Bandicoot player to get it. You just have to be good at strategizing. It's like figuring out the route is pretty tough, right? Like if you tried to do it without hitting any boxes, it might be like a 40-minute, or not 40-minute, 40-second time trial. Lap was 13 seconds. You gotta finesse a little bit, play around a little bit, find what works. And we are so close now. We only need 15 boxes. We're well on our way. I think we just gotta go around this loop and we'll be done. And we can go back to the entrance. Skip that check. You know what? Screw it. We're gonna get the checkpoint. We only have 13 more boxes after that. Need 9. Missed. Oh shoot, that was close. There's 4 over there, 2. That's 6, 7, 8. There's 1 mystery box we gotta find. 7 to go. 5 to go. 4. 32, if we get those. 1, and then the mystery box. Where's the mystery box? The last box to go. Oh, I forgot about that one. So there's one actually under the water, and you've gotta do that. All right. So as long as we make it back without getting any bombs or shards, which should be pretty easy, then we're good. Cheese in 5, 4, 3, 2. Booyah. Hot stuff, Coco. Awesome. That's going to do it for the night. Pick us back up tomorrow and finish this 100% run. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good night. Let's play some Mario Party.